You've been looking for a pool cleaner that just works, that won't have you crawling around the deck every weekend, and that won't eat up your budget while promising the moon. The reality is most robotic vacuums either skim the surface and miss the deeper grit, or they're a headache to set up, leaving you wondering if you just threw money down the drain. If you're nervous about buying something that sounds great on paper but turns out to be a glorified hose, you're not alone. I felt the same way until I dug into how these units actually perform in everyday pools. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the Hayward SharkVac is built around a single promise: clean the pool with as little hand time as possible. The thing that sets it apart from a lot of the entry-level bots is the combination of a programmable cleaning cycle and a set of smart sensors that tell the unit where it's already been. In practice, that means you can toss it in, hit start, and walk away for the next hour without worrying that it'll get stuck in a corner or keep circling the same spot. For a family that uses the pool 3 to 4 times a week, that set-and-forget vibe is exactly the kind of convenience that makes the price feel justified. Now, let's talk about the actual setup. The SharkVac arrives on a sturdy caddy cart with wheels that roll smoothly across concrete, tile, or even a wooden deck. You simply pull the cart out, place the cleaner on the cart's platform, and plug it into the nearest power outlet. The whole process takes under 5 minutes, which is a relief compared to the tangled hoses and endless instruction manuals you see in other models. The cart also doubles as storage, keeping the vacuum out of the sun when you're not using it, which helps preserve the rubber seals and motor life. One of the most talked about features is the top access filter. Instead of having to disassemble the unit or wrestle a filter cartridge out from the bottom, you lift a latch on the lid and slide the filter straight out. Empty it into a bucket, give it a quick rinse, and pop it back in. That simplicity matters when you're cleaning a pool that sees a lot of leaf fall or after a weekend barbecue when the water gets a bit murky. I've seen a lot of owners complain about filter maintenance being a chore, but with this design it's genuinely a 2-step job. The cleaning program itself runs on a timer that you can set for anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours. What I found most useful is the efficiency mode that adjusts the suction based on how dirty the water is. In a pool that's been left uncovered for a rainstorm, the unit will crank up its power and focus on the deeper debris. On a crystal clear day, it scales back, saving energy and keeping wear on the motor low. This adaptive behavior translates into a lower electricity bill and a longer lifespan, which are real savings you don't see on the spec sheet. Smart sensors are another buzzword that can feel vague, but here they actually deliver. The SharkVac has built-in cliff sensors that detect the pool wall and prevent it from climbing out, a common frustration with cheaper bots that end up hanging on the lip and need manual rescue. It also uses a floor detect sensor that tells it when it's on the pool bottom versus the waterline, allowing it to switch its brush pattern accordingly. In my test, the unit handled a sloped vinyl floor without getting stuck, and it transitioned smoothly from the shallow steps to the deep end, covering the entire surface. Who should consider buying this? If you have a medium-sized residential pool, say 12,000 to 20,000 gallons, and you want a device that can handle both surface debris and a light layer of sand without you having to vacuum manually, the SharkVac is a solid match. It's also a good fit for owners who aren't keen on routine maintenance, because the filter access is quick and the cart keeps everything tidy. For those who enjoy tinkering with settings, the programmable cycle offers enough flexibility to experiment with run times and cleaning modes. Who might want to skip it? If you run a large commercial pool or a custom shape with lots of tight corners and coves, you may find the SharkVac's navigation a bit too basic. It doesn't have a mapping system that some high-end models boast. Likewise, if you're looking for a unit that can scrub stubborn algae or handle a pool with a lot of heavy, gritty buildup, you might need a more powerful suction rating than the SharkVac's standard motor provides. Finally, if you expect a robot that will completely replace a manual vacuum for a pool that's heavily used and never filtered, you'll still need to do occasional spot cleaning by hand. The strengths of the Hayward model boil down to 3 practical points: ease of installation, low maintenance filter access, and reliable navigation that doesn't